How are the infected still alive within 28 years later? 28 years later, which is set to release this summer, certainly looks like it won't disappoint, and the trailer which released back in December gave us our first look at what to expect for the much anticipated 28 years later. However, an important question that still stands lies within how the infected have been able to survive for almost 30 years, as in 28 days and weeks later it's shown that the infected eventually starved to death, due to the virus setting aside any self-preservation within the infected, with them rather seeking to infect rather than consume. So what's changed? Now, within the trailer for 28 years later, we're only shown a few shots of the infected. However, within those few shots, it's obvious that the infected are behaving differently to how they'd done in the two films prior, as in a short cutaway we're shown a group of infected sprinting towards the main protagonist. However, one of them appears to be stood completely still, with this implying that the infected may have evolved to form a primal hierarchy among the infected, in order to curb their biggest drawback, that being starvation. And with the trailer highlighting the idea of evolution, it wouldn't be far-fetched to theorise that this is the reason they're able to survive and equally thrive upon gaining this adaptation, with the virus likely allowing for select individuals to retain much of their inhibitions. And I imagine this evolution has something to do with the secondary outbreak being initiated by Don's wife in 28 weeks later, as the virus developed a more symbiotic relationship with her due to her unique blood type, with this likely prompting the virus to behave differently, with their retainment of inhibitions potentially being limited to certain blood types similar to hers, which would explain why we see vast contradictions in the behaviour of the infected within the trailer for 28 years later, with the majority of the infected still being beholden to that uncontrollable rage. But of course we'll have to wait until summertime to finally have these questions answered, but do leave a comment on any theories you have relating to why the infected have been able to survive for so long. And on that note, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, whatever, and BanMan out.